For how long is the United States dollar going to be the reserve currency of the world? The number is coming down, and where it is and how it is trending is going to shock you. A small infographic as always to show you the data, and a request to all of you to please like this video. Here we go. Who was Parashurama, who led a life of devotion, dedication and daring? Why did he take birth on the earth? Was it to eradicate corrupt Kshatriya rulers who had become tyrannical and oppressive, or was it to bestow daya for the needy? The USD share of global reserves has declined from over 66% in 2015 to under 57% in late 2025, driven by diversification into non-traditional currencies and gold. So here is the 8-year shift. It was at in 2018 it had come down to 61.7%, and now it is 56.9% in 2025. We still have a few more days to go in this year, but you see the trend, and it is falling ever so slowly, but it is falling. So why the change? First of all, the non-traditional currencies such as Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, Chinese renminbi and Korean won, these have been preferred by central banks, and they are essentially shifting from the US dollars to hold some amount of currencies of these four countries. Then geopolitics and sanctions risk. Concerns over weaponization of the dollar. Remember what happened when Russia entered Ukraine? The United States and the West basically took Russian banks off of the SWIFT system. That was one of the biggest things that has driven this move away from the dollar for the BRICS countries, especially the BRICS countries. Trump has said that he will levy 100% extra tariff if any of these countries go and adopt the BRICS standard, but we have to see what actually happens on the ground, because I know for a fact, yesterday I think I put this thing out, there is a mechanism called the unit. Unit could be actually becoming a currency soon, I don't know when, but a unit is backed by 5 currencies, each one putting equal share of 20%, and that makes up 60% of unit. The remaining 40% is going to be gold. How the gold is going to be measured, what are the modalities, all these things are being worked out, but there's a very clear accepted method for all these things, and that's exactly what this new unit follows. So there should be no doubt that somewhere something is going to fall through the cracks, and none of that stuff. It's not going to fall through the cracks. Then valuation. See, the dollar strength can temporarily mask the volume decline in allocated reserves. The reason being that since dollar is still the most favored medium of exchange across the world, outside of US as well as inside US, there may be some masking. We will not know the truth, because the quantitative easing is something that kind of is subtle, may not be really affecting the dollar outside of the United States, but the shift is going to happen slowly and then suddenly. Next, central banks, notably China and India, are aggressively accumulating gold. Why? Because they are beginning to unite behind the unit. This is the clearest explanation I can give. And Russia always has had a lot of gold. South Africa also has had gold mines. Brazil is the one country I'm not so sure of, although I must think that they too have a lot of gold mines. If there is anything, India doesn't have a lot of gold mines. So these are all the reasons why the gold as a rising asset to hedge against inflation, and also as something that is neutral, that cannot be weaponized. Gold is gold. That is the biggest drawing power of gold. My guess is even Bitcoin is going to fall by the wayside in time, but gold will be there as it was from times immemorial. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.